In our previous video, we introduced you to Big Tex Urban Farms. Jude Demler grows green leafy vegetables and other produce on a larger scale using various hydroponic systems. 100% of the produce is donated to people in food deserts. In this week's video, we are going to show you how you can grow your own green leafy vegetables and more on a smaller budget and in a smaller space. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, Dr. Riz here. I wanted to take a few minutes to share with you about my hydroponics garden. As many of you know, I started a hydroponics garden on New Year's Eve, and I put out a few posts on Instagram and on Facebook about my hydroponics and growing lettuce. Really was pretty amazed by how many people showed interest and how many people wanted to know more. So I thought I would make a series of videos to kind of show you how I started, talk a little bit about hydroponics, and show you how things have gone. And I've called this Hydroponics for Beginners by a Beginner. So I am a beginner. This was my first attempt at it. It's been a lot of fun and very fruitful, or been very vegetable for me. I wanted to grow my own green leafy vegetables because that's something that's near and dear to my heart as a vascular surgeon. And so I came across hydroponics as a way to grow green leafy vegetables inside your home 365 days a year, independent of the weather. It was also an experiment in self-sufficiency and efficiency, sustainability. Many of you know Maya and I have a sailboat, so it would be exciting to learn to be able to grow our own greens when we're sailing for extended periods of time. First, let me tell you a little bit about hydroponics. Hydroponics means you're growing plants in water. There are a few different methods, but to divide them into two big areas, there's aerated and then there's non-aerated. And aerated basically means that you're oxygenating the water, and this oxygenation of the water helps the plants grow faster. So the two things that I have done as a part of my hydroponics system is artificial lighting, which I will show you, and I've done the aeration. And both of those things combined help the plants grow 3 to 5 times faster, so you can have edible lettuce in 5 weeks and continue to have edible lettuce for months at a time. And I can tell you, I got my initial setup where I had 2 grow boxes and the lights for it and the seeds. I did it all for $200. You can basically do it for half that price if you only want to do 1 grow kit instead of 2. So I got my grow kit from Amazon. This one in particular is from Savvy Grow. I'll tell you, unfortunately right now they are sold out. During this coronavirus crisis, a lot of people have picked up hydroponics and bought them. Don't be discouraged, because you can actually make your own too. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube that shows you how to go ahead and make your own from bins that you can buy from Home Depot, and just by drilling holes and using yogurt cups and different things like that for your growth containers. But let me show you what came in this. Here's the lid. The lid's already been pre-cut with the holes. The original ones I bought had 11 holes in them, and I decided that growing 11 different plants in one small area like this is too much. Some of the plants got shaded out and didn't grow as well, and there was too much crowding. So the second time around, I'm going with 6. And when I replant my originals, I'm not going to use all 11 slots. I'll probably use just 5 or 6. Inside the kit comes some clay pebbles. I talked about hydroponics being aerated, so there's 3 components to the aeration system. There's the pump, which plugs into the wall, so you'll need to be close to a plug. There's the tubing that goes from the pump, and then it goes into the tub, and it connects to what's called an air stone. And then this air stone is laid at the bottom. Basically, air comes out of this tube under the water, and it oxygenates the water. It makes an oxygen-rich environment, which is very good for the plants. So basically, the kit comes with the clay pebbles, like I said, the whole setup for aerating your water. And then it comes with these cups, and these are the growth cups that you actually eventually will place in here, just like this. Your seedlings will be in here, and that's your entire setup with the aerator coming in here. So let me show you what else comes in it. It comes with what's called rock wool, R-O-C-K-W-O-O-L, rock wool. And these are almost like the insulation in your attic, and these are the growth mediums for your seedlings. You can start seedlings in a tremendous variety of ways. You can grow them on a napkin, you can grow them in dirt, and in this particular setup, I grew mine in this rock wool. So I also bought seeds, 20 different varieties of herbs, lettuce, and greens. And so you put the seeds in here. Once the seedlings grow, that's when you put them inside the bucket like that. You cover it with some clay pebbles just to block out the light, leaving just the seedling or sapling coming out right there, because you don't want to have any light getting into your deep water culture medium. That's pretty much the setup. There's also a little piece you get to set up on the side, which is basically a water level indicator. It tells you how much water you have, so you don't have to actually lift up the inside and look. You can see where your water is based on this. That's what comes with the initial setup in that box. And then, as I said, I bought two other things in particular. One was a set of seeds. Again, this came from Savvy Grow. I didn't plan it that way, but it's 20 different types of lettuce. And because I wanted to experiment with all sorts of different types of leafy green vegetables to see what I liked. And now, 3.5 months later, I have figured that out, and I will start my new garden or my new farm with the ones that I prefer. And then lastly is some grow lights. And this was actually the most expensive part of the setup, because the grow lights are LED lights. You can get other kinds. You can use T5 fluorescent lights, which are less expensive but a little bit harder to set up. These are literally grow lights meant for growing plants, and this is a dual setup because as I said before, I had 2 containers to grow, and so it has 2 lights on a stand. These are the 2 lights right here. These are the power sources for the lights that come with it, and then all the components for assembling your base and assembling the stand for your lights. And if you look over here, you can see where I've got my initial setup, the stand with the 2 lights, which are lighting up 2 of my tubs. That's it for now. Thank you.
Guys, we hope this video was helpful. All the items that Dr. Riz mentioned are linked in the description box below. There are 3 additional items that were not included. You do want to buy nutrients to feed the plants. You'll need a TDS and pH water tester to make sure that the water is balanced. The grow lights are placed on a timer so that you can keep your plants on a regular schedule. All right, if you like this video, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe, because next week we will show you how we plant our first seeds. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe.
Hit that notification button.